What do you want to get into though, man? There's been GoldLink's been acting up.
Oh,
That's my.
Money all around me. I don't like it.
do you know what? Yeah, the reason why I'm
It's
laughing-
weird because you were speaking about Donny last week.
And we were
Everyone loved
talking
it a
about
week ago.
no, but we were talking about that's the only song that
That's Brent Fires. Yeah, you're right. Cozy. Oh,
Brent Fires.
Bad vibes and in my yard with Weston.
with
Yeah, we mentioned that as well last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone loved him last week, get me? Then all of a sudden he wrote that thing. I'm seeing people call him a weirdo. And I was like, but you just went to his concert.
Now, do you know what it is? I think it was the Grammy post at first.
Yeah.
And
People let
then
that slide because he had a
it
point.
was the
Fine.
Mac Miller
Yeah,
thing.
that was Mac Miller. Yeah.
People were just like,
He wasn't nominated for a Grammy anyway.
Bro,
Here we go, Fols.
before I even read this out, let me just preface this by saying Mac Miller is no longer with us. R.I.P.
Rest in peace,
So
Mac
this is a post after Donny has died, isn't it?
He died what, 2 years ago?
Bro, man says
a while ago.
Mac Miller. I'd be lying if I said I was surprised to hear that you died on us.
What? No,
Yeah.
wait. Even
Bro,
when you
like,
started it,
how are your bars, yeah,
surprised.
on IG more memorable than your bars on a song?
Tell him.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised. That means you weren't surprised that he overdosed, and that's how you want to enter the month.
With a big picture of him on the IG. Yeah, disrespect.
I said not because you were necessarily troubled, but because you were special, and because of that you were troubled. At your peak, you were the archetypal rapper all of us wanted to be, which was independent. Okay, cool. So now we're giving him some props. Cool. But also just a kid with really bright eyes about life. I'll keep it short because I want to continue our conversation for when it's time to go. Bro, you're scaring me now. But I think that made you and I special is that we weren't always on the best terms. So we didn't always have great things to say about you. When we went on the Good AM tour, I played you my album, and after that we didn't talk. And you thought it was absolutely incredible. I released it under Selection, great label by the way as well. And the single for my album was called Unique, featuring Anderson Paak. And that was your favourite song at the time. You loved it so much that you made the entire tour party listen to it and surprised me with a cake after my set. I always thought that you drove yourself insane about your own music, so much that you would adopt styles as homage to those around you that you loved. That's where our problem started. Divine Feminine was an actual blueprint of an after... What did he say that? And after that, we didn't talk. Your single was called Dang, featuring Anderson Paak. You had Selection support you on the Divine Feminine tour, and when I tried to contact you about anything at all, you never hit me. So basically, niggas tight because you didn't text him back. Yeah. All of that to say you didn't text me back.
After you passed.
Yeah.
What
insane.
What was the point?
There's more to this as well, but I can't box to read the rest of it.
No. I need to know where this goes, bro.
Okay, cool. Sorry. A close mutual friend ended up just hitting my DJ saying, listen, man, we love Link, but we just had to do what we had to do. And Max said if he needs a verse at any time, he got him. We are family. You could always call me. Afterwards, we seen each other at Coachella, and you put your head down like an innocent child. But I told you to pick it up, and I hugged you like the brother you are to me. You were the first person brave enough to openly say he's dope and gave me a platform. That meant more to me than anything else. 3 days before you died, I remember pulling up to you at the crib, walking in the house and seeing the Divine Feminine album plaque on the wall. I was so proud of you and what you created for yourself. I am forever grateful for that. I was just like, this isn't even necessary, bro. So I think what he's trying to insinuate is that he kind of gave my man a bit of sauce. He took it and ran with it.
It's bizarre.
But you're telling this house now.
It's
Like,
bizarre. No one asked for it.
He's on them.
you can't pull up on me when I'm dead.
No one asked. Maybe he was high. Maybe he was on something at the time and he wrote that nonsense. No one asked for it. Yeah, exactly. When he's dead, what are you gonna do? Like,
What was Van saying the other week about he will haunt you? Facts, nigga.
no, that's mean. Everyone loves Mac Miller as well. Like,
The thing, yeah. So for me, like, I'm just not with people speaking on.
they're dead.
Yeah,
Can't
like
defend themselves.
that man can't really. Like, you had this opportunity, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why now?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you like, you're out here calling us, oh, like, you're referring to me as a brother. So what?
This how
When
you
I
treat
was
your
alive, like, you couldn't have this conversation with me. Like, you just decided to, unprovoked, off your own accord,
Unprovoked.
like, you're just
Insinuate that you stole.
and you've made it public.
Yeah.
If I'm your brother, yeah, and you want to get something off your chest and I'm no longer here, come to my gravesite and have that talk, innit? Just do that within yourself. Find inner peace with that rather than going on the gram. What kind of fuck shit is that?
He was probably on
Do you know what I'm saying? You can't even justify that to me, innit?
Yeah.
So what like Effie's saying, he was on something. Well, let's say he was high out of his mind. Do we forgive him? Do we?
No.
Do you know what I say? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Why are we always like fucking blaming the lean? Cause the lean didn't pick up itself, innit?
It's a lean.
Love of my life.
Bro, those are words of a man in mad pain, bro.
Bro, he sounds, bro.
He's hurt.
That's mad pain. Like,
he's been holding that for a minute.
like that is bunning him.
Yeah, it is.
Like, for whatever reason, like people do. I always say people do things in particular ways, like, and I can't never judge anyone because I don't understand their entire story or their reasons behind it. But at the same, like, obviously, I wouldn't do that personally. But at the same time, he just sounds like he's that signals based off what you said to me about he said about the Grammys or whatever. That sounds like a man that's spiraling. Do you see what I'm saying?
Man's just spazzing out on it.
Like he's spiraling,
It's Kanye moment.
and it's spilling into
Personal shit.
His personal shit spilling into his public life, which I'm assuming should be his professional life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how he holds his Instagram, but I assume that you have it for professional reasons as a priority. Do you know what I mean? So something like that, which wouldn't essentially affect your professional life in a positive way, is something that he just had to get that out in one way or another. So literally, as I'm listening to the words he's choosing, and I'm like to myself, bro, you felt like everyone needed to know that. He wouldn't have felt like validated if he had just done what you suggested, Vans. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He felt like the world needed to know that, because as much as he may feel that you did that, and he knows that you can go to the grave, but no one's gonna know. He's like, the world needs to know. And if it's the truth, sometimes people feel like the world.
Bro, if you didn't
know the truth
Instagram it, it
regardless.
didn't happen. You know the
He
rules.
should have written it in his notes, like everyone else.
Do you know what I would
writes
say?
it in
The
their
only thing I'd suggest, because I don't want to tell people how to deal with their pain or their demons or whatever it may be, but I'd say from a musical perspective or art perspective, or
notes in the song.
put it into a song. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're gonna do anything as a creative in that sense, put it into your craft. So that's what I would say should have been done.
But I think
other than that,
even with that though, unless the melodies are hitting and he's got some serious bars, we're still going to receive it the same.
no, but
we'll still like, I can't say definitely, but I feel like we probably would still receive it the same, because it's like, brother, why even speak on this man? It's not even here.
No, but do you know what? I only say that because, this is my perspective alone, but it's like your music is your life, one way or another.
Yeah.
Whether people agree or disagree, it doesn't change the fact that this is your life. Do you get me?
Of course, yeah.
But when you're creating a post, putting it up and doing it, and to a certain degree, we know how that's perceived, or what you're presenting something in a way that we don't like know that you deliver your personal side. Do you get me?
I hear you, but like I feel like obviously there'll be an element of this speaking, because not even like you're an artist as well, so you might have not understand where he's coming from, but like
I mean, what effect was the idea?
Of course you are, but then you can't use that as your crutch. I'm an artist, I just speak about my life and my music. Brother, shut your mouth, fam.
And also, I feel like if you're speaking on someone who's passed, then it's not just your conversation. Now it's the responsibility of the people around him to defend him. He can't defend himself.
It's like even this whole thing recently with Whack 100, who's I think the games manager, speaking about is Nipsey Hussle a legend or not, and now there's this weird ongoing conversation for a couple of days.
It's disrespectful. Now everyone else has a responsibility to defend it, and it becomes a bigger thing.
And it's funny that you say that, because Anderson Paak, who is,
called him a weirdo.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he was upset
He's like,
by
you're a
it,
fucking weirdo.
and he responded.
GoldLink responded.
Yeah, so Anderson Paak.
Let's hope Van's reading was better than mine. Go for it, bro.
At GoldLink. Yeah, and this is from the book of Anderson Paak.
Yes, Lord.
At GoldLink.
R&B.
I would imagine your weird ass posted up somewhere just like this when you decided to make that disrespectful, narcissistic, jealous, grossly unnecessary post. Why would you do it? I can't even understand it. Maybe your belt was wrapped around your goddamn waist too tight, or maybe it was the choker cutting the circulation off to the brain.
Bars.
But since you felt it necessary
so
to bring me up twice, and my boy ain't here to respond, I'ma say it like this. You ain't the first to make an album inspired by a relationship. You ain't the first to make a song featuring Anderson Paak, but you are the first to disrespect my friend who is no longer here for absolutely no reason, and I can't stand for that. Now, I'm not a tough guy. I'm not about negativity, but this bugged me bad, bro. I've called you and DM'd you and you haven't responded. So since this is what you like to do in order to get attention, we can do it like this. You're not surprised, huh? Well, I'm in disbelief. Divine Feminine was such a blueprint of your record, then tell me where the plaques are for whatever your shit was called.
Boy, and he
Mac
was on
brought
the-
your ass on tour and opened up his fan base to you when you had nothing, and this the type of appreciation you give? You should have just been grateful for the opportunity. Whatever issues you had with Mac should have been addressed in person and ended there. What's the point of bringing this up after his passing and disrespecting his name? You really woke up feeling like that was the move? That ain't how you that ain't how you go about promoting whatever you got coming. Some things simply have nothing to do with you, but when you have a God complex, I'm sure it's easy to think everything comes from you or was inspired in some way. Whatever it is, I ain't giving it no more energy. I pray you get back to the music and spreading good energy. I'ma do the same. Matt Mill forever. Love to his family, and y'all have a blessed one.
Good.
That was from the book of Anderson .Paak.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
said what he had to say. Bearing in mind, he was on the song and he said whatever your shit was called, I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's how pissed off he was.
I ain't no tough guy, but you gonna get the smoke.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at him.
No,
I'm
I
not.
respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
man.
say.
A couple jabs in there.
Couple.
Your tight ass choker.
Man said you're a choker.
Cutting off the circulation to the brain.
And that's a message to the culture. We need these chokers are getting too much, man.
I hear that.
No, it's too
Stop
much,
it.
man. It's too much,
I hear
man.
that. Man
Why?
can't breathe in that.
No,
Who
come
wears
on, you're
chokers?
mad. It's mad.
The Migos, innit? That's why they
Yeah.
can't breathe on stage.
No, they're not chokers. They wear the diamond.
They're chokers.
What with the Claire's accessory
The
clasp
Cuban
on the
choker.
back.
The choker that's basically like from
Yeah,
when
it's on the
that
neck,
you,
but-
from
no,
when
but
you
he's
can't
not
put
talking
your
about that kind
finger
of
through.
choker.
From when you can't even like extend the thing, it's a choker.
True that. True say it's a choker.
I stand with
But
Vans,
I
man.
don't think
Yeah,
he's
dog
talking about
colours and that.
choker. Like, he's talking about the flowery, like the choker thing.
Oh, is that what?
Because
GoldLink
I think
wears?
of choker as like a choker, not like a diamond necklace.
I mean, just because it's diamond doesn't mean it can't still be a choker.
You know what I'm
Diamond
saying?
joker.
Yeah.
It's a diamond
That's how niggas
choker.
get away with it. Oh yeah, drip. No,
Drip,
everything is drip,
drip.
man. Niggas be getting away with it. Oh yeah, it's drip. Oh yeah, it's
Drippy,
drip.
drippy,
Drip.
drippy, drippy.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Fucking church.
One more thing, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I hear where he's coming from.
Which who? Mac or Paak or?
Anderson, I know what you say. Man said Anderson like he's my bridging. But
Man like Andy.
Yeah. Man knows Andy still.
no, I feel that. What I would say is like why I was saying like he should put it in a song is because I feel like I don't think anyone should be restricted to not speaking on what they want to say, even if it comes across as disrespectful. If that's his understanding and that's a reality to him, whether it comes across disrespectful or not, if that's what happened and that's what happened, am I now not allowed to say what happened? Do you know what I mean? I'm the sort of person, me personally, that I will speak on you when you're dead the same way I speak about you when you're alive, innit? Don't think you're gonna die around me and I'm suddenly gonna start acting all.
But you see
My-
that
you
asterisk.
see what I'm saying?
What you say there's an asterisk there because to
You
our
didn't do
knowledge,
that,
we don't
yeah.
know that GoldLink has said this. If GoldLink has felt this way when Mac was here, then by all means keep the same energy.
then- but
I
then
respect
you've
him
had the
more.
conversation
I
then.
respect
Do
him
you
more
need
if
to
he's
say
like,
it again?
just because he died suddenly, it's not my up. Nah, dead or alive, you're my up. Like, I respect that, but from what we know, GoldLink had this
You're my
energy for
brother,
Mac
you're
when
my
he
this,
was
you're my
when he
that.
was here. See, that's the difference there. See, like all your point is bang on, but that's the clear difference between how you would react and how GoldLink reacts. Is that he's waited when this has now happened. So of course, all the people like Anderson .Paak and the general public, social media, they were like, "Well, going for this brother. My man ain't here." Because for he could be right. My man could have actually seen his idea, and you're like, "Artists do that. Oh, that's
Yeah,
banging over
yeah,
there."
yeah.
Man took the name, everything, and like, I'm
But
a
it's
creative.
funny,
I'm
like-
working on my stuff, and you've taken my vibe and that. And man just firmed it because obviously he brought him on tour at the time.
But
so
then say it when
he
the
was,
album comes out. Then the album's been
of
out.
course, and that's to what H is saying. It should have been addressed at the time, innit?
Put it in a song, bro.
It was this, yeah. Put it in the song at least. Like, if you're an artist,
That's what
That's
I'm
the
saying,
thing, like-
that's your outlet.
do you know what I'm saying? Like
Not
now
this-
you're just
You get me?
you've put it in a platform where like it thrives off gossip.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's
just do
like
photographs.
it's crazy, and I wouldn't imagine like, you know, God forbid something happening to me and you man are waking up on a gram and someone's just talking out of their neck.
Years later.
Do you know what I'm saying? Years later about, man, you're thinking like, nah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, that would be wild.
Do you know? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I can imagine man's people like just looking at it thinking,
wrong with this, bro?
"Bruh."
Yeah, smack
So what,
you.
man was disgruntled last week for not getting the Grammy look. So now you've come like out of nowhere, posted
You've got another target.
a big clean photo of Mac Miller with this long post.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
What was the first line of that post?
I'm not reading that again, bro.
That was mad, bro. That was mad.
And no, you know what? He's spiraling out of control because also he's worded it like that on purpose. Remember, these men are wordsmiths, you know. You can't like, there's certain people, when they pick words, you know they know what they're doing. You see what I'm saying?
We don't know a GoldLink bar.
Oh, we know these bars though, for sure.
Fucking hell.
Hella clarity with these ones.
No,
He even say you
bad
had a line in there where you might think might be worried about him, where he's like, we'll continue this conversation later. Is he on the edge?
Like that was a massive point for me. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
like,
It's mad.
So if
you can't
GoldLink's on the
skim
edge,
past
do we
that,
cut him
you
some
get
slack?
me?
Because
Like,
God forbid we wake up tomorrow morning
Yeah.
and GoldLink is now no longer with us.
Yeah.
It will suddenly be RIPs and this whole conversation's
Yeah.
forgotten. It's
you
like,
get me? And that's what I'm.
And
That's
he,
just,
and he hinted it. I think he's just a.
bro. He's spiraling,
So
bro.
are we
In my
saying
opinion,
that he's
like,
unstable at the moment?
he possibly, I don't want to put that on him, but
I think definitely emotionally unstable.
But that's
Yeah,
because
yeah,
someone
yeah.
would- right,
Obviously,
exactly.
just like obviously we don't want to diagnose people and stuff like that, but like I think it's fair enough to like pick apart from what he's said in this thing and make our own assessment, you know, because it's not like it's not something that when we don't have the capacity to do, you know what I'm saying? So when you know that someone ain't really
Or
at
you-
their best,
Oh,
they
go
say
on.
certain things in it. Like there's certain things that unfortunately, like we look back in hindsight and think, oh fuck, we should have clocked. It was right there.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And that's
So
kind of where
easy.
I'm seeing it from. Do you know what I mean? More so than anything else. I'm like, that just seems a bit. If it seems outlandish in his nature or whatever his online personality is, it's like when you get past the outrage, it's like, why is he doing this? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it goes on to Foles' point, which is why I'm kind of looking at it, because I'm like to myself, God forbid something happens to my man in the next week or so, everyone's gonna forget about this and be like, oh, we should have. To get me,
Yeah.
I'm not
and suddenly
saying-
we'll know all his songs. No, it's not me. I'm not
it's
dissing
real
him.
shit. It's real
Like,
shit.
suddenly we'll know all his songs, the stream numbers will go up and that. We show the appreciation, and maybe that's what he's looking for. Because creatives, they can become a little bit self-absorbed, where
he
they're like,
got-
I'm not getting all the love and that. He may have got like 1 million streams that
It's
week,
that Wale complex.
possibly. Because like it's like you see, you got 1,000 positive comments here. And 10 negative ones, but for whatever reason,
You'll
you
pick
can't
10 negative
leave this negative. You have 1,000 people that love you. You've got 10 that said something bad, but it's that 10 you're drawn to.
Artists are very weird individuals in a sense where the dynamics of their emotions and their mind state can vary. It's not the same for everybody.
Yeah.
But these are people that,
Crave
especially,
validation. Even though they act
yeah,
like
do you
they
know what I
don't,
mean? One way
it
or
means a
another.
lot, yeah.
And then they
I
put
think
their.
we all do from like just on a human level. We
Yeah,
crave.
level.
But
And then
they-
when you're
they-
putting
they-
Do you
it
think
out
if I walk
there-
there with a fresh trim and you man didn't say nothing, I'll lose it, bruv.
No, but no, do you know what it is? It's the idea that they put their life into something that they give to the people.
Yeah.
So that's where it differs, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wherever your let's say Foles had whatever feelings and he presented it, it's probably going to be extended to his close ones around him.
I
Do
mean,
you know
that's
what
great
It's
and
not
all,
gonna go
yeah,
out
but-
So when the podcast drops and I search the hashtag, if nobody used the hashtag, I'll be like, right, what? The streets ain't loving
No, I
us.
hear you, but
It's the truth, bro.
It is the
also, when
truth.
being an artist, you do have to accept that sometimes your shit ain't gonna hit the way you think it's gonna hit, or you're not gonna get the accolades that you think you deserve.
Or they may
I
love it
could
later.
Do you know
bring
what
it
I
on
believe?
To Beyonce not winning the Grammys, but
Hey,
it's another
but do you know
example.
what I believe?
Do you know
Yeah,
what mean?
I think
give
that
it a clock.
when
No, but it's true though.
when the artist first starts, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like they don't have expectations. Do you know what I'm
No,
saying?
no,
Like
they
they
do,
don't
they
they
do,
don't
no,
they
they
don't
do.
necessarily
Some
think
do, some
that-
don't. And
from a grand scheme, like I'm trying to get to a point
Okay,
where
go on,
like
go on, go on.
You know,
I
make
can
a full
make
point,
everyone-
and then if there's
everyone
anything you don't like,
understand.
we'll pick it apart after.
because
Stupid, bro.
because when you first start, you don't know, innit? Because no one don't know you. You like you've just come out. Do you know what I'm saying? But then once you get a taste of people fucking with you, because like your come up is like where pretty much a lot of people are gonna champion you, like because there's this new dope artist. Remember the time when like I don't know, Drake first dropped So Far Gone. You're
And best I ever had was ringing off.
near enough getting like just clear reviews. Oh, this guy is dope. He's the next big thing.
Yeah.
Everybody loves you.
You're used to that now. You've got this on the palm of your hand. You're thinking yes, but then 2 albums later,
It flops.
it plateaus.
But can I say something?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
then
I know what you're
and
referring to,
then you've already built this expectation. Like, rah, you've man been showing me love from like my come up until now. What's changed? In my mind, I'm creating better music. I've grown. I've evolved as an artist.
Yeah.
What's going on?
But I feel
So like you feel that like that
it.
you need to have it.
But in today's, especially, there's so much information about. Obviously, I'm not going to say like being an artist, you can read it from a textbook. But there's been people before you who you've seen survive and thrive off validation from the fans, and there's also been people before you who have said, at the end of the day, the streets don't love you. You might think this is your best body of work, your best this, your best that. You think you deserve every Grammy, every VMA, every this, and you're not going to get it. But you can't rely on fucking do you know what I mean, XXL writing, oh yeah, you're the top 100 artists of the year, or this platform, or this magazine, that's not how it works.
There was a time where an artist promo, part of an artist promo was to say, I think this is my best album yet.
Yeah, but
do you know what I'm saying?
But
and you listen to it and it's like, bro, you're bugging. I remember when 50 said that one time.
I feel like
It was like Curtis. He was like, yeah, this is my favorite. This is my best
Don't
album.
do that to me,
and I
fam.
feel like GoldLink he's too early on in his career to be like, to be feeling what you're explaining that he's feeling. I really do.
But we don't even know if that's the real issue.
Yeah, it's true.
We're trying to decipher what's going on here, innit?
Yeah.
So I just hope that
He's like,
that prediction I made doesn't come true. I hope
Yeah.
he's all right and we don't get any more weird posts.